So those of us that have been working with ayahuasca for some time, we start to realize, ideally early on, that it's not a good idea to begin or end relationships in the near context of working with Aya. So not right before, not right after, and certainly not during. I have done that, actually, not necessarily proud of that, but literally after a ceremony once I broke up with somebody. It was the right thing to do. It was not the right time to do it. So I have learned this lesson. Why is this true? Because medicines like Aya, they illuminate our inner world. They amplify the experiences we're having. Now, those experiences could be the stories we're telling ourselves. It could be the feelings in our nervous systems, in our bodies. It could come from all kinds of different aspects of our conscious beings. And it's not as if these things that are amplified aren't necessarily true for us. It's just the urgency and the intensity around which we work with them is so exaggerated in the context of working with psychedelics that it's a really bad idea to act on that. I mean, I used to say, give it 2 weeks. A mentor I'm working with now actually says, give it 6 weeks after a ceremony before you do something like start a new relationship, especially if you've met them in the ceremony space, and or ending a relationship. Why? Because sometimes, what happens is we get this rage around our relationship, and it's not about breaking up with them, it's about being accountable for how we're co-creating whatever is making us angry. So if we give it some time to come back in and be grounded and be really clear on how it is that we feel, we can find the best path forward. It's been so many times in my journey that ayahuasca has told me, go fall in love with that guy, he's your soulmate. And it wasn't as expected or as advertised. And part of that is because I gave her my power over and over again, which I don't advise. These plants, they're showing us what is true for us. They're letting us wear opportunities in an amplified way. They're not dictating our lives. So it's really important to not make major changes in either jumping into or out of a relationship when you're in really the heart of working with medicines. Give it some time, find what is really true for you. The amplified emotions are valid, but sometimes the way of working with them is not what we think it is when we're in that intensity. So just proceed with caution. There's no rush. Unless you're in physical danger, then use urgency. But in all other cases, patience until your inner self can come through with clarity around next steps. Thank you for listening. Much love, everybody.